Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know that it is a very stressful day for our country, so I am hoping to provide some type of a reprieve for, anyone pacing or banging their head against a wall all day today. First things first, we have lots to discuss, and I mean lots, okay? It's been a long week. It's been a long month. Off-brand October is fucking over, and I couldn't be happier. Here is what I'm going through currently. If you're watching the video episode, you'll probably be able to see what I'm talking about. So last week, approximately 6 days ago, I was injected with 74 units of dysport, primarily in the jawline. I said, Tanya, I'm looking for a Nefertiti lift with a boost. I want to be frozen, borderline paralyzed, glazed, disassociative aesthetically. And I injected so much dysport into my jawline and my neck. She had said to me, are you going to be comfortable with a limited range of motion in your mouth? I said, what do you mean? She said, you're not going to be able to frown and I was like, I don't frown anyways. That's no big deal. So she shot my jaw up per my instructions, okay? Per my violent instructions. I was like, I want the legal maximum in my jaw, okay? I want everything moved up 3 inches and I want to look like a fucking swan. I want to look like a bobblehead swan. Here's the thing. Something snapped about 3 days ago, and I have found that my basic motor skills orally are not up to par. I'm working through it, but there is a definite, I'm having some type of, even smiling is kind of hard. I was laughing the other day, and it was as if I had pulled something. So I have extremely limited range of emotion going into the holiday season, which I think is kind of perfect. So if I'm talking a little bit weird, or if my mouth moves, I swear, even when I start to laugh, I can't really. I can't really do it. It's getting weird. It's getting a little foamy in the mouth, but whatever. We're back. The fiddle leaf fig that I bought last week is already dying. A metaphor for so much, just my soul. Last week was Halloween. Now, Clyde and I were set to go as Charlie XCX and Troye Sivan. Had the whole outfit. The wig would have put you in the fucking grave. But once we got down to it, I just couldn't commit to the bit. And I thought, we'll just take a picture, put it on the gram, and then go as our normal costumes, which was hold for reaction. Haas avocados. Andrew, Clyde, and I all wore avocado onesies and walked through a suburban neighborhood with a wagon, a padded wagon with Clyde strapped in, and a traveling cooler of Veuve Chardonnay for my family, some brewskis, some high noons, and a spindrift, a rogue spindrift. So, it's probably not in the best of taste to say that I was walking around a suburban neighborhood with an open container, allegedly, but is that what I was doing on Halloween with my family? Yes. And I'm so bummed because I got no fucking pictures. But so we went trick-or-treating, me, Andrew, Clyde, my sister, my brother-in-law, my dad, all of my grandparents, so all of Clyde's great grandparents, including Grandma Gloria, who rolled into my house, literally rolled in her fucking wheelchair with a sequin beret and some type of mime clown makeup. I could tell she put her Trish McEvoy tried and true lip gloss all over her cheeks, and then put black eyeliner on her nose with a whisker, and then a chin whisker, and then all over her eyes. And as the evening started to go on, all the makeup started to kind of slip, and she really only deals in palettes of bronzes, browns, blacks. And I don't want to say that it was giving blackface by 6:15 p.m., but it was giving blackface by 6:15 p.m. And thank God she was being pushed by her caretaker all around the neighborhood for an hour and a half, because I needed to kind of distance myself from her once the sun hath set. Because I was like, first of all, she's scaring the children. And that is not a bit. There was a group of children dressed as like mermaids, and they saw Grandma Gloria rolling up and they fucking screamed. And it was a scary visual. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, Grandma, what are you? She's like, I'm French. And I'm like, what's with the blackface? And she's like, it's not blackface. I'm a clown. I'm like, how are you a clown? She's like, look at the cheeks. I'm like, you just have lip gloss on your cheeks. And she's like, and I'm a kitty. I'm like, no, you're not. Are you a kitty? Are you a mime? Are you Luanne de Lesseps? Are you, what's going on? What in the beret? She's like, look, I'm French, the beret. I'm like, I'm not getting anything that's going on here, but thank you for coming. We went with my aunt and my uncle. It was so cute. I'm like, this little fucker, he's like 1 year old. It's his first real Halloween, and he has every one of his existing great grandparents trick-or-treating with him. Like, so fucking cute. Of course, did we take any photos? No. Why didn't we take photos of the Charlie XCX Troye Sivan thing? I don't know, because I'm putting my foot down this year and I don't want to participate in the riffraff on the internet of everybody doing their staged Halloween Luke photo shoots. You know what's embarrassing and honestly dorky? Halloween photo shoots, particularly the Kardashians. I mean this with love. It was cool. It was barely cool 8 years ago, you know, the Victoria's Secret angels. There's something inherently toxic and broken about putting on a costume, getting in front of studio lighting, having a professional photo shoot specifically for Instagram. And this has led to a even bigger epiphany of mine. We're going to circle back to the Kardashians and the Bieber and the Halloween and the whole fucking thing in a second. Remember when Julianne Hough went in blackface? Okay, I just had to get that in one last time. I had this epiphany 3 days ago, sitting on my sofa, you know, staring into the abyss. The Olsen Twins are the blueprint for celebrity, period, and just a life philosophy. The Olsen Twins got their bag, okay, years and years ago as children, made a ton of fucking money and fucked all the way off. They got their bag, then they redesigned it, sold it for $8,000, made it really hard to find, and all the while they've stayed thin, they've stayed short, they've stayed rich, they've stayed elusive, they've stayed mysterious, okay? And we're all chomping at the bit of the Olsen row heel, if you get what I'm saying, because we know nothing about them anymore. And like, what a way to go. What a way to like fade into the lights. You know what I mean? By remaining as cool as ever, as relevant as ever, and as unbothered as ever, okay? It is something to aspire to. In a world of Kardashian Jenners, okay, just posing and flipping and clicking and linking and Kardashian closeting and foyer decorating. I want to be an Olsen, okay? I want to be 4'2", smoking a cig with like an oversized cashmere rose sweater, okay? With sunglasses on in France, sipping a coffee, fucking all the way off with a Margot bag. It is the blueprint. Person. Kendall and Kylie, okay, you're young, you're cute, you guys are the Lizzie McGuire grand finale. Okay, let me be a real bitch for a second. There is nothing, okay, we're gonna whisper, there is nothing more embarrassing than when a celebrity finger off the pulse thinks that they're being funny and smart, and it's not funny and it's not smart, and it's so, okay, you know what I'm talking about? Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber, the Kim Possible costume with their kid as the little rat. I mean, the amount of effort, and you know that it was like a light bulb went off in Hailey Bieber's head while she was in her bathroom, her fake bathroom, eating nachos with her girlies. Ever want to have the ride of your life on a toilet mission? Like if you're having a slight case of constipation, I'll say it till I die. Watch Hailey Bieber's In Her Bathroom YouTube series. There's nothing like it. It is a case study. It is camp. It is low level / high level camp. I don't like, they're like, should we have bagel bites? You're crazy. And then they're like in a fake bathroom and oh God, you guys, it's like, it doesn't move the meter. Nothing. It is a state of glazed confusion, and it is, put it in LACMA. So, you know that like it was a restless Wednesday in probably August where Hailey Bieber had a light bulb go off and she's like, hey Jay, hey Just, you know what would be so funny for Halloween? What if we went as Kim Possible and then like the baby is the little rat or the squirrel or the gerbil? And he was like, babe, that's so creative. That's so funny. And she's like, oh my God, I'm going to get the team on it. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. And she thought she was going to break the internet. And it's like, huh? Oh, you guys are Kim Possible. That's so cute. I can't. It's like, that's how I feel 97% of the time, where I'm like, oh no. When someone like an Olivia Jade, oh God, love her on TikTok. And then like, she'll like think that something's like really funny and crazy. And she's like, oh my God, wait, I thought this was the cranberry limb pencil. Oh my God, no, it's not. It's burgundy. Oh my God, I look crazy right now, but just like trust the process. I know this looks crazy. It's like, it doesn't look that fucking crazy. You switched up your lip liner. I know it's crazy right now. The setting powder. Oh my God, I look insane. No, you don't. What are you talking about? Oh God, it's this faux quirky bullshit that it's what ages me. It's why I have to be paralyzed from the nostrils down, because I'm just looking to inject myself for sport because I can't fucking deal. I want to be glazed. I want to disassociate. Let's discuss something that we all care about. What's on your feet? And no, I'm not talking about those super cute but torturous shoes. I'm talking about GFI shoes, the shoes your feet have literally been begging for. By the end of the day, we're all feeling a little broken down, like a reunion special, which is why GFI provides 2 free orthotics with every shoe and a built-in lateral stabilizer that realigns your body. Sick of feeling like your feet are taking more hits than a Watch What Happens live guest? GFI's patented VersoShock technology absorbs all that shock and stress so you don't have to. So if you've got blisters on your feet right now from wearing heels on Halloween, I feel for you, sister, but I wore those GFI shoes so my feet were comfortable the entire night. Okay? If you're still walking around in shoes that scream, I'm suffering, babe, it's time for an upgrade. Use Bible for $20 off orders of $100 or more at gdfi.com. That is Bible for $20 off orders of $100 or more at gdefy.com. Okay, historically speaking, anytime I heard the word shapewear, I tensed up a little bit because I have had so many atrocious experiences with constricting and ill-fitting garments, but luckily I found Honey Love, which has truly revolutionized the bra and shapewear game. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I will only wear Honey Love shapewear moving forward. I have tried it. It is comfortable. It is wearable. It is not geriatric looking. I can't say enough amazing things about Honey Love. Say goodbye to uncomfortable underwire and bulky fabrics that trap heat. Honey Love's bras feature supportive bonding that eliminates the need for underwire without sacrificing lift. Plus, they are made with fabric that is so soft you won't want to take it off. And their shapewear uses targeted compression technology, so you no longer have to feel like you're suffocating while wearing effective shapewear. Give yourself the gift of comfort and support. Plus, for November only, Honey Love is giving up to 50% off site-wide. That is like a crazy deal. They never do this. Visit honeylove.com/Bible to shop the sale. Let them know that we sent you. You know when you get home and the first thing you want to do is take off your bra because it's like digging into your sides? Honey Love is the only bra that you are going to want to wear and like forget that you're even wearing. And I can say this as someone with tits the size of, planet Earth. Treat yourself to the best bras and shapewear on the market and save up to 50% off site-wide at honeylove.com/Bible this month only. Inventory is limited and the sale ends soon, so please don't miss their best deals of the year. After you purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Elevate your comfort, elevate your style, thanks to Honey Love. Thank fuck Off-Brand October is over. In the last 48 hours of Off-Brand October, I decided to go on Cameo for charity. The charity being Bottega Veneta large hobo bag in I originally went to go get the travertine color because I thought it was a true travertine, kind of like a beigey cream cementy color, like a greige. But then when I went and saw the Bottega Veneta large hobo travertine bag, it was giving like a pale green, and I already have too many green Bottega bags. So I just, I couldn't go for it. So now I'm looking for the Winter 23 pale yellow large hobo bag, which allegedly is sold out per my sales associate. So if anyone works for Bottega Veneta headquarters and has the large hobo bag, not in travertine, I believe the color it's either like an ice cream or like buttercream. It's like that pale yellow. Please roll through, DM the Bitch Bible Instagram account so that we can coordinate a pickup. Thank you so much. So I went on Cameo, okay? And humble brag, number 3 on Cameo right now, charting again. She believed she could and she fucking did. She's a chart topper. I don't know what to tell you. Not the podcast charts because they're corrupt. I'm going to tell you a little secret about the iTunes charts, okay? They are based on relevance and not overall downloads. So you can also pay to be featured in the iTunes charts. Nobody wants to say that, but it's true. And listen, I've done it and then I've posted the screenshot. So I'm an active participant, but I just want to let you know that that's how that fucking rolls. Anyways, but not on the Billboard charts, number 23. But who's counting? Oh, I'm so excited. On Friday, they're announcing the Grammy nominations and I'm on the edge of my seat. We've got, I don't think Andrew's in the running. Maybe for like Thomas Rhett country, I'm not sure, but would he be in the running? I don't know. Here, doesn't matter. I am a selfless queen and I have a lot of friends that are up for some like big awards and I'm so excited. And I've already got one of our best friends to commit to give us his Grammy, which I kind of think he's gonna win, and I have like the perfect little shelf for it right when you walk into my house, and I want to get like a unlacquered brass plaque for my rental Grammy, so that would be really exciting. But it's so fun. Like sometimes I want to kill Andrew because like his schedule is so inconsistent and I know that any day he could like come home and be like, I have to fly to Australia tomorrow to finish an album. And like I find that to be really, really fucking annoying, especially when there's a child in the mix. But then, then it has its perks and its exciting times, Do I sometimes close my eyes at night while he's humming with his fucking tinnitus? Because that fucker hums all the time. We like can't go see movies. We can't watch he hums the score. He's a hummer. He's a humdinger. And it's so infuriating. And I've gotten used to it because I live in a disassociative state. But it is like every time we listen to the radio, every time we watch a commercial, he starts harmonizing with whatever the fucking score is. And it's maddening. He's a hummer. And I didn't realize it until like years and years and years ago when we first started dating. I remember my sister going, he hums. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then my dad's like, yeah, he fucking hums and he taps. And then I was like, oh my God, he does hum and he does tap. Little August Rush, which we watched with Clyde last weekend for our Sunday morning movies. Last weekend, we watched August Rush. And then this Sunday, what did we watch? Saltburn? What did we watch? Grease. We watched Grease, which, by the way, has not aged well. Really funny, though. Like, let it live. Are we going to cancel Grease? Did we cancel John Travolta? Is John Travolta still alive? Hold on. Hey, Andrew? Andrew! Is John Travolta alive? Is John Travolta still alive? John Travolta! I think so. It's not funny. We're so not, by the way, even though I'm insanely desensitized to death, I've had like this, something's going on with me. This has happened like 5 times this weekend. I'm like, is Olivia Newton? Hold on. We're back. By the way, I'm totally not making light of that. I thought that challenge that people were doing on TikTok, like saying that certain people died, was so disgusting. And once again, completely desensitized. The fact that like a dumb fuck, could go on the internet and be like, did you hear so-and-so died? And then be like, just kidding, LOL, when like these people who are celebrities who are being announced dead as a gimmick online have children and families. Not fucking funny. Stupid. You're stupid. Stupid. Not cool, not funny. You're stupid. With that being said, whoopsie, I mistook John Travolta for Olivia Newton-John. John Travolta is still alive and well. And unfortunately, Olivia Newton-John, 2 years ago, by the way, finger off the pulse, she passed August 8th, 2022 in Santa Ynez, one of my favorite fucking places. Oh, we love her. She lived a good life. She lived a great life. We love you, Olivia Newton-John. R.I.P. So sorry for getting that confused. Jesus Christ. Yikes town. Light your vigil candles, girlies. But we watched Grease, and the moral of that story is that we watched Grease, and it was really cute. And what was I saying? Oh, Andrew with the humming. Would I like him to be an accountant? Not really, but Grammys, Fridays, I'm landing the motherfucking plane. The holiday season is upon us, and life can be stressful, kind of all year round. It can be overwhelming, and it's not just your mind that suffers when you're feeling tense and anxious. Stress can also make a mess of your digestion and your immune system, but here's the thing. We got this, girlies. You can handle it, okay? I'd like to introduce you to Just Calm. This is a breakthrough new stress-busting formula from Just Thrive. Say goodbye to frazzled nerves. Say hello to a steady, chill, more relaxed you. Just Calm's exclusive mood-lifting blend is clinically proven to help you relax and breathe a little easier in as little as 4 weeks. And for next level mood and immune support, I love my Just Thrive probiotic. It is one of the only clinically proven probiotics on the market. It not only has 1,000 times better survivability than most probiotics, but this award-winning probiotic banishes bloat and constipation so your gut can produce more serotonin, your happy hormone. Plus, it supports better sleep so you can wake up feeling refreshed and revitalized. With Just Calm and Just Thrive probiotic, you will have the ultimate stress-fighting duo to help you win the day. Every day, all with a money-back guarantee. What do you have to lose? I have to tell you something. This company is fantastic. I have spoken with the CEO. I have taken these products. I have tried these products. I can personally attest that they fucking work. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to cuss here, but they really, really do, and you have to try them. For a limited time, you can try Just Thrive risk-free. You can save 20% off a 90-day bottle of Just Thrive probiotic and Just Calm when you go to justthrivehealth.com and use promo code BITCHBIBLE. That's like getting a month for free with a money-back guarantee, and a portion of every purchase goes to Vitamin Angels, a nonprofit organization that saves the lives of millions of children and moms to be around the world by ensuring that they get the vitamins and minerals they need to stay healthy and strong. To learn more about this science-based groundbreaking company, please don't miss my episode, Just Thriving. Take control today with Just Thrive. Hair thinning affects approximately 1 in 2 women, and I was definitely one of them before Nutrifol. Whether you're actively struggling with hair shedding or want to get ahead of the problem and improve your hair health, now is the perfect time to add Nutrifol to your daily routine. Nutrifol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrifol. Because everyone's root causes of hair thinning is different, a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth does not cut it. Nutrifol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different life stages. It is physician formulated with drug-free ingredients. I started taking Nutrifol after giving birth, and it just made a world of difference. And all of my girlfriends have rated my supply, and everyone swears by it. It really just works. Get results you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrifol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrifol.com and enter the promo code BIBLE. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrifol for healthier hair. Nutrifol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BIBLE. That is Nutrifol.com, promo code BIBLE. Okay. I have another confession to make. I've been beating around thy bush. So you know how, historically speaking, I have made a lot of fun of a lot of people with their pre-ejaculatory holiday cheer. HomeGoods started playing Christmas music. I'm not fucking joking. Like at the beginning of September, I walked in to look for my toxic citronella candles and they were playing Jingle Balls. And I looked around because I was like, is everyone watching the same horror movie? And people are just bopping around. I'm like, it's 108 degrees out. It's like, we got it. Let's get through Halloween. Like, let's get through Yum Kips. Like, there has to be a normal pace of time. We're rushing it. Like, let's savor in the moments, like one holiday at a time. They're still playing holiday music, which is fair. It is now November 4th. Fine. It's kosher. Okay. There's no Thanksgiving music. If you want to play holiday music while these broken women like me, search for tchotchkes, go for it. So on November 1st, the day after Halloween, my neighborhood fucking exploded. I was driving Clyde to school and everybody and their gay brother had a crew of like 14 people like stringing up the trees. And my neighborhood takes the holiday decor pretty seriously. I feel like last year they did like a driving Christmas light tour of the neighborhood. Like people go all the way. Wow. I need like something. I need a neck brace. I feel like I have headgear again back in 7th grade, adhesive headgear. The range of motion is insanely limited. Okay. It's affecting my speech and my delivery. What was your excuse before, you dumb fuck? Okay. There was like some form of like a holiday tour that came around the neighborhood and, everyone takes it pretty fucking seriously. It's actually Kyle Richards last year was like, oh my God, your neighborhood is like Home Alone. It's like a real life Home Alone neighborhood in Los Angeles. And it kind of is. It's like super cute. Although there is this one house, me and Andrew pass it every time. And we're like, what do we got to do? What do we got to pay these people to move? Because they're really bringing down the overall average of the neighborhood. They put like a light up like poop emoji on their fucking lawn. And it's like, I like a kitschy, tacky Christmas decor. I've really leaned into that. Like the multicolored lights, the multicolored ornaments, like kitsch, plaid, bows. Like I can get down for that because it's like campy. But this is just like not, it's like a lot of like stupid inflatables, poop emojis with like a star on top, and like it's just stupid. It's like it's not chic. I want to write a letter. I wanted to turn them into the homeowners association, but we can't. And then there's like a nativity scene. Oh my God, this is the worst. I'm literally going to get kicked out of the neighborhood. They have like this huge inflatable Santa on a airplane. Then they have a light up poop emoji with like jingle balls. And then they have a nativity scene all on the same lawn. And I'm like, this is just not cohesive. Like these things don't even go together. It makes no fucking sense. And I know they spend a fortune decorating their house with all these lights and these things. And it's fucking ugly. It makes you want to run into the arms of a local temple. It makes people want to convert. It makes me proud to be Jewish. Sometimes you like pass a house and you're like, oh, like when you were younger as like a little Jewish girl and you're like, oh my God, like I want to be Christian. I used to lie about being Christian, which was like my favorite, like deep, dark secret. It's funny because it's so true. I can't really laugh because my face is so frozen. I have two secrets. Okay, I have two secrets. I have three secrets actually. And one of them I'm pretty sure I've already shared. I was really afraid of getting kidnapped as a kid. And my parents, like basically I was raised by wolves. They were always so worried about my sister. My mom was like, just just please get out of the house. You're so fucking annoying. Like 2 hours, I don't care. My mom would literally say to me, go play on the freeway. And people are going to take that and parse it and mince it and be like, oh my God, like that must have like created some like deep trauma and like rooted issues. No, we could deep dive it all fucking day. I hate when people do that. I hate when people like rewrite history to try to like fit a narrative of childhood trauma. It's not applicable. I thought it was funny then. I think it's funny now. I'm going to think it's funny 20 years from now. And I'm probably going to make the same jokes to my son because there was just like it was just funny. You know, sometimes things don't need to be deep dived. Sometimes they're just surface level and like not digested as trauma. And that's just what it was. My mom would always say, she's like, go play on the freeway, go play on the freeway. Jackie, please go play on the freeway. So I would like vacate the premises and I had like a weird little video camera and I was making like weird videos in the park, doing weird shit, you know? And there was some situation at like a local park where like there was an alleged kidnapping, like an almost kidnap that happened when I was like 5 and I'll never forget it. And nothing happened. I think literally like just like somebody went up to a kid and was like, hey, do you want a piece of candy? And then it was like written in the local newspaper that there was like almost a kidnapping, but it never really happened. So it kind of just felt like clickbait for the local newspaper. But ever since that happened, I was like very, very worried about being kidnapped. And my mom would always tell me, no one's going to fucking kidnap you. It's going to be 30 seconds and be like, this bitch is fucking annoying and doesn't shut the fuck up. So we're going to return her to goddamn sender. But, you know, in the off chance that maybe there was a Megan's Law situation at the local park, I would always drag one of my legs and like kind of gimp around because I thought that if they were going to kidnap a kid, they'd want someone a little more sprightly, light on their feet and not like gimpy Gidget. Oh, I'm going to get in so much trouble. I'm going to get in so much trouble for making that joke. We're leaving this in. Do not cut this out. This is my truth. And I've probably already said it on the internet. So I used to drag a leg and, you know, maybe like I used to do some other shit too. We don't need to talk about it, but you can use your fucking imagination. Meanwhile, never got kidnapped. So riddle me this, Rachel. My second secret is that I used to say that I was Christian because I thought that that was cool. And I thought that it was like hot. I thought like being Christian was like hot. Well, I remember being in like second grade and being like, I celebrate Christmas. And my teacher's like, you do? I thought you celebrate Hanukkah, Jackie. And I was like, no, we celebrate Christmas. Like I was like really embarrassed, which is actually speaks to a bigger issue. I was like embarrassed to be Jewish, but like everybody was Jewish. I just like assumed that Christian girls were like, I don't know, wore lots of Hollister tank tops and like got Tiffany bracelets for Christmas and like had straight hair and didn't need braces. So I thought that was like sexy. I thought being Christian was sexy and I still fucking do because those little Christian mom talk, those are skanky ass hoes. Okay. We love them, but they're hot. They're hot, still hot. This is going places that I don't think it should go. Meanwhile, very proud mezuzah holding Jew. Okay. My third secret is that I had an abortion. This episode is terrible. This is what we call a dumpster fire. Off-brand October is over and No Fucks November is fully in session, everybody. Fully in session. This is a terrible episode. Oh no. Okay, let's lighten the mood. Let's talk about something else. I was so nervous about literally everything during my pregnancy, especially if I was eating right, getting enough nutrients, blah, blah, blah. But one thing that any pregnant person can feel confident about is the Ritual Essential for Women Prenatal Multivitamin, which delivers 12 key nutrients for pregnancy in just 2 daily capsules. I have taken Ritual vitamins forever because they have a delayed release capsule design. So they're really easy on the stomach and you don't have to worry about taking them with food or it ruining your day. I have a very sensitive stomach. I personally took the Ritual prenatal before my pregnancy, during my pregnancy, and after my pregnancy just to like help with the journey. And I also used their protein powder in smoothies the entire time that I was pregnant. And I could not recommend it enough. What's great about Ritual, like I said, is their delayed release that is designed to be gentle on an empty stomach. Also, the Ritual Vegan Daily Protein Powder every single morning. It is the best protein powder. Swear by it. It is so important to know what you're putting into your body, especially when you're pregnant. And with Ritual's dedication to traceable science and sourcing, you always will. See for yourself with 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/Bible. Okay, I know, the perfect topic to lighten the mood and save me from getting canceled. Let's talk about Meghan Markle's jam. The jam that could have been, the jam that never was. Now, we started bullying Meghan Markle lovingly, well-intentioned, not like with the toxic context of the word. We started lightly roasting Meghan Markle for her jam. I mean, many months ago, she had a bit of a press rollout and, you know, many A-list celebs. We've got Mindy Kaling, Kris Jenner, Chrissy Teigen. They started receiving their jam, their limited release jam, strawberry jam from ARO, which stands for American Riviera Orchard, which makes me, okay, let me say that one more time. The brand is ARO, ARO, which stands for American Riviera Orchard Strawberry Jam. There is nothing more fucking embarrassing than that name and that acronym for that fucking product. Smuckers. Why have Smuckers when you can have American Riviera Orchard Jam that's set to release in 2027 from Meghan Markle, Duchess of Cambridge? Okay. It's so bad. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's RO Jam. Okay, you're a cunt. It's weird. Okay, so 8 months ago, Meghan Markle returns to Instagram promoting her new company, American Riviera Orchard. Okay. Everybody's like, what is this? Is this like a rebrand of her lifestyle blog? Is this Goop adjacent? Is this a product line? Lo and behold, the jam hits the market. And by market, I mean 5 celebrity PR boxes. Okay. So we're like, cool. She's coming out with a jam, except not cool at all. This is so bizarre. But then alas, 8 months goes by. Where the fuck is this goddamn jam? Okay. So before we even got the jam or the hard launch of the jam, we start getting hit with a lot of bad press. Okay. There's some sources claiming, this is all a la The Cut, that Meghan Markle was having a hard time retaining staff, which, you know, created some type of a product release delay. Then some people started saying that the jam launch was slated to happen, you know, late 2024. Well, now we're getting into November. We've heard nothing of said jam. Maybe I was thinking, okay, maybe she's releasing her jam for the holidays, but that push would have already happened. If the jam was for Christmas, then we'd already have like a pretty heavy jam campaign, which we haven't seen. So now there's even more drama related to Meghan Markle's jam. The New York Post is reporting that Harry and David has filed a letter of protest with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. The holiday pear purveyor claims. Now, Harry and David, they're the ones that do all those gift baskets with, like, you know, the shelf stable cheese and the crackers and the pears and the spreads and the jams and the ribbons and the cellophane. Okay. They say that Markle's business shares too similar a name with its Royal Riviera line of fruits. And per documents reviewed by the New York Post, Harry and David claim that there is a likelihood of confusion should Markle be granted her trademark, which is crazy because shouldn't she already have that trademark? I own like 8 trademarks for no fucking reason, just in case I get bored in my 60s and decide to like hard launch, I don't know, a flower shop, which, by the way, Andrew said to me the other day, I have been on a real fucking kick. Okay. I've been going to this Valley flower shop and I bought all of the vessels. I bought the green leaf paper that's supposed to look like a leaf wrapped around the base of the vase, but it's really just paper so it doesn't get fucking moldy. I also bought those green styrofoam like floral boxes that you stick the stems into, which do have a lot of formaldehyde in them. So I'm looking for a non-toxic alternative. Also, I booked an appointment for a non-toxic Goop avocado collaboration mattress inquiry, which by the way, these fucking mattresses, they cost $75,000. I'm gonna have to go back on Cameo at the end of November. It's the craziest thing. But then I was like, do I need a non-toxic mattress? Now all of a sudden I'm caring about my non-toxic products in the household. Call me Gwyneth. Call me Jackie Paltrow. Call me Jackie Huff. Call me Jackie Wood Tepperberg. I don't know. Something crawled up my anal cavity this weekend. And now I'm like into non-toxic mattresses, but they're so expensive. Like maybe I'll take a little bit of formaldehyde and save I think these mattresses are literally $20,000. I haven't been given my quote yet, and I'm a little fearful of that, but I just want to like do the dance and talk about, I just want to pretend like I'm interested in the Goop avocado mattress because I am, but like at what cost? You know, we got to cap out. Like I'll take a couple chemicals. I'll take a couple. I've already been basking in them for this many years, so we're going to see. It's going to be, the suspense is, it's a cliffhanger. I'll let you know next week what the cost of the Goop avocado mattress is, because you got to know it's really fucking expensive because they don't even list the price on the website. You got to book an appointment and inquire, and then someone's got to come out to your house and present you the cost. Which is not ideal, but, you know, information is power, and I'm nothing if not a journalist, so I will inquire and I will let y'all know, all right? And if there's a jogathon for Jackie's new mattress, roll through. What was the point of that story? Oh, Andrew said to me, he goes, you know, one day I could see you opening a flower shop. And I was like, okay, Colleen Hoover, like, okay, Zoe Deschanel, like I'm not going to open a fucking local flower shop. Don't insult me. He's like, why? Like that would be so fun for you. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not that good. And secondly, I've got too much goddamn personality for that. So like, please riddle me this. No. But he's like, I was like, Andrew, that's so like, really? Could you? Okay, Nancy Myers, I'm going to open a flower shop. Me and Blake Lively. Vesmere. But I have been really getting into it. And I've been going to the valley and getting these like loose orchid stems. And I got the things that you put the orchid stems in so that they stay with the water and the foam and the wire and all of the things. And it does once again look like someone passed away in my home. It's giving Shiva, which is my default comfort aesthetic. So just floral arrangements everywhere. This was the point of this conversation. Now it's coming back to me. Cue Celine Dion, who's also still alive. It's all coming back to me now. There are moments of gold and there are flashes of light. That's my new karaoke song. There are nights of endless pleasure. Anywho, so my neighborhood explodes November 1st. Everybody is putting up their decorations. We've got the nativity scenes. There's a house in my neighborhood with a cardboard Trump and a Santa hat outside and a big old Trump flag on the roof. And it's so abrasive. It's so, I need to like understand just like the psychology behind like putting a banner on your fucking roof. Like, blink twice, ma'am. So anyways, it really only takes one. It's a bit of a domino effect. You know, one person puts their Christmas lights on and then you want to like keep the morale up in the neighborhood. So last year I considered putting Christmas lights up, but we were leaving for the Bahamas. I was quoted nearly $5,000 to put some fucking string lights like on a tree and around the perimeter of my house. And I thought, fuck it, we're Jews, we're not doing this. So this year, you know, Clyde is like a real person now. This is like what I'm considering his first real Christmas. And I really want to go all out because in my soul, I am a basic suburban trad wife. So I text my neighbor and I'm like, hey, can you send me your Christmas lights guy? She's like, sure. Actually, he's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow was November 2nd. And he could probably squeeze you in before or after. He brings the lights, he puts them up, he takes them down right after the new year. It's like very efficient. It's well priced, whatever. So I contact him. He says, well, I'm pretty booked next week, but I could fit you in right after we do your neighbor's house. I said, sure. By the way, his name is Zoltan. So I basically would have done whatever he said. I'm naming my next child Zoltan, regardless of gender. Their name is Zoltan. I'm like, Zoltan, the Christmas lights dude? Sure. Roll on through. So, for the better efficiency of Zoltan's schedule, I had Christmas lights installed on November fucking 2nd, which is something that I would ruthlessly bully another person for, but yet my lights are up and I have a very severely wrapped tree that looks like it belongs at a Caruso property. So somebody throw me a wreath and a Hail Mary, because Christmas is here at the Schimmel-Ivanhoe's house. I hear those sleigh bells jingling, ding, ding, dingling, do. I can't. I don't know. It's you guys, something happened. Something's happened. You know what else I did this weekend? Oh my God. Oh, this feels too real. Como se dice? Too personal. At the very same day that I recorded 65 cameos, got my Christmas lights put up, I also created a email address for my son, like a kid's Gmail account. And I thought it would be cute because I'm not like great about pictures and videos, and like I'm more of my sentiments come in form of writing. So I created Clyde an email address, and I've been sending him like love letters, like Romeo and Juliet, Shakespearean love letters every single day. And I like recapped Halloween for him, but they're like still like funny and spicy. I'm like, you're dumb fuck dad. But, you know, like forgot the rosé, so we had to like go to grandma's house and pick up like a bottle of Chardonnay, like you know, like all the details of Halloween, like the good, the bad, the ugly, but like really cute. And it was like I like read it and I cried because it was so sweet, because I didn't take any photos of us with like his great grandparents and everything. And when he's older, I just want him to know what his first Halloween was like, and like pictures won't do it justice. And yes, we have some like, cute like videos, but mostly just like I wanted him to have like a long form sentiment, and by the time he's like 18 we can print them all out and put them in a book. Am I the cutest person ever? Okay, we got to talk about the Martha Stewart documentary on Netflix. Haven't watched it. The end. No, Martha Stewart and the Olsen Twins are the pillars of the celebrity community for me. I want whatever they're having, and I want to do whatever they're doing. They are perfect specimens to me. So Martha Stewart has this documentary. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm so excited. I love Martha Stewart. I love everything about her. She can do nothing wrong. I think she has the most beautifully dynamic and sustainable career. I'm so proud of her. The longevity, the rebirth, she's a Renaissance woman. We don't fucking deserve her, okay? Her Instagram presence, everything. She's just such an unbothered bitch, and truly like put her on Mount Rushmore, okay? Her relationship with Snoop Dogg, like everything. I'm transfixed with her. I find her to be intoxicating in the best way possible. So this Netflix doc comes out about her. People are really loving it, except Martha Stewart. She did this long 30-minute interview where she basically bashes the fuck out of the documentary, because she says that, you know, she made some like musical direction notes to the director. She wanted to like feature Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg. And she said that the first part of the movie, like, you know, kind of the way that it covers like her youth and her starting her career, she likes, but the second half of the movie she thought was slow and portrays her as a, you know, broken, lonely old woman like gardening in the Hamptons. She was like, how come my grandchildren aren't in it? I don't know why I'm doing that voice. That's like my Grandma Gloria voice. But she is such a fucking real one. She is like the baddest cunt on the block. Speaking of the baddest cunt on the block, and she's coming on this podcast soon. So I'm going to tackle this diligently. Countess Luanne has hit the streets of the UK. She's in London. She's on the tubes singing Money Can't Buy a Class. She's in a fedora, a vest, and she's got a twinkle in her eye and a cigarette in her mouth. And her TikTok presence this past week has been off the fucking charts. And when I sit down with her, we're going to go through everything step by step. If she rolls in to do my podcast in a fedora, I will drop dead. I will pass away. I will have left my own body. Now, Countess Luanne has been on the Bitch Bible before, and it was one of the most surreal moments of my life. It was probably 6 years ago. It was right after her arrest. And I went to her hotel in Beverly Hills. She was 45 minutes late, which can't fault her. She was coming from an AA meeting. She rolls in a white bell bottom and a sequin bomber jacket that says Feelin' Giovanni on the back. And when she breezed through the lobby doorway, I saw my life flash before my eyes because I thought, you know what, I could drop dead right now. Like the fact that she's in a Feelin' Giovanni bomber jacket, fresh out of an AA meeting in a bell bottom, coming to do my podcast, eggs a la Francais. I probably wasn't equipped to handle the conversation as much as I am now because now I'm a fucking machine powerhouse, a podcasting princess, if you will. But it was a real life highlight. And I have said previously that I will not have probably any more Bravo Lebs on the show, but I would like to retract that statement because when Countess Luanne comes a calling, you come a answering, and I'm going to wear a fedora in solidarity. She's like, money can't buy you class on the tube. And everyone's just blinking at her what the fuck is going on? She is camp. She is comp. Jam. Speaking of housewives, this is sad. I think Teddy listens to this show, so I'm not gonna really get into it. But Teddy and her husband are Teddy Mellencamp getting a divorce. You know what I said to Andrew the other day? I was like, you know what's crazy? People we know are gonna get divorced, and he's like, yeah, you dumb bitch. I'm like, no, literally. I look at all of my friends, and I think everyone is super happily married, but 10 years down the line, statistically, some of us are going to get divorced. And I like to remind Andrew all the time, statistics are not in our favor. I tell him all the time, he's like, we're never getting a divorce. I'm like, never say never. Don't get too comfortable. You don't know what I'm capable of. He's like, no, we're never getting a divorce. I'm like, speak for yourself. We don't know. He's like, no, I know. I'm like, no, I don't. We don't know, Andrew. We don't know. I was talking to my friend Jack about this the other week. If Andrew, I've said this a million times and everyone's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, Jackie. We've covered this. But when I tell you from the depths of my soul that if Andrew even flirtatiously texted another female, I would divorce him. I would Alaya. I miss her. I would alienate him from the family. I would annihilate him publicly, and he would be dead to me. And it would happen so quickly he wouldn't even see it coming. I was telling him this at the farmer's market. We were literally driving with our son to go get a pistachio bun from our, favorite French baker at our local farmer's market and pick up some, loose orchids. And I said to him, I'm like, you understand how crazy I am, right? And he's like, through and through. I'm like, no. But I don't think you understand. I'm psycho and sustainable. I will glaze, disassociate. And I've realized that I've done this, historically speaking, when someone tells me something that's really, really sad, I purposefully block it out. So I was talking to a friend and she's like, oh yeah, remember when my uncle died? And I was like, wait, your uncle died? And she's like, yeah, bitch, I told you. And I was like, when did you tell me that? And she's like, when we were here, we had lunch and I told you. And I was like, oh my God, that's right. And I realized when someone tells me something that's triggery and sad, I put it in a little box, I lock it up and I put it away unless I need to recover it. This is why I love podcasting. This is why I don't really need therapy, because I'm able to psychoanalyze myself. So it is something that I am actively trying to troubleshoot and not do anymore, because I need to sit with other people's pain, not for a long time, but I do need to as a good person and as a friend, I need to allow myself to sit with people in their pain for longer than the duration of our lunch. You know what I mean? Because it's important to like retain information about people. So I'm working on that. But the point of that conversation was to tell you that I told Andrew on the way to the farmer's market that I have a sustainable psychotic energy where if someone really truly betrays me, it's not going to be a whole thing. There's not going to be tears. There's not going to be like some violent outpouring of emotion. It is going to be an internal check-in, an assessment of the damage control, lock it up, and never again. Like, I'm not going to break. It's going to be cool, calm, and collected. That's how I know I'm a little bit crazy, because I'm outrageous for sport. I'm dramatic for sport. But in my default protective mode setting, if someone really hurts me, we're never going to have a conversation. We're not going to get theatrical. It is going to be a internal one-woman decision to cut you out from my life. And I will not delight you with the discourse of a back and forth, because I no longer respect your contribution to my decisions. And that's why I'm a crazy person. What up? Don't fuck with me. So if Andrew did anything that I deemed a betrayal, I would tell every single person I knew. I would be at Gelson's getting boar's head turkey, although with the whole listeria of it all, maybe I'd veer for something else. I would tell every single person. I'd be picking up Sam and being like, my husband was DMing a hoe, but I run his Instagram account, so that wouldn't work. My husband is a cheating, lying son of a bitch. Like, I would tell everybody in a comedic way, make it uncomfortable, and I would just never personally be able to get over any form of betrayal. I'm not insinuating, by the way, that that's anything that's happening. I'm just talking about like my own personal situation. And I mean, yeah, that's it. So don't fuck with me ever. See, I take other people's problems and then I make it about me. But the point of that was that I'm having a really rough day today. Can you tell? Like, I am fighting for my life. I am clawing. I am clawing for this episode. I am bleeding out. I am tap dancing. I am overextended in my jaw. I got to figure, can you dissipate dysport? What can I do? Do I need to go in the sauna every day for the next 3 weeks? I need to alleviate a little bit of tension in the jaw. It's getting crazy. I feel like a marionette doll. People will get divorced, and it's sad. It's about 55%. So nobody get too comfortable, and be careful when you start posting your collages, because we just don't know anything. On that note, I've got to go take my son to school. Everyone have a beautiful day. Next week's episode is going to be fucking amazing. I am going to figure out this jaw situation, and I'm going to be back and better than ever next week. Love you so much. 5 stars on fucking iTunes, baby.